Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Om Jnanaktimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarva Karana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya, the King of Knowledge. So Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna is teaching here in this Bhagavad Gita that we are controlled, like remote operator. So like that, we are also controlled. So we are like a machine, yantra. Krishna is teaching that yantra means it is machine. Yantra rudani maya. So we are controlled by maya. Maya is the three modes of material nature. Yantra rudani maya. As if seated on a machine and controlled by maya. Krishna is also seated in our body, in our heart, as a super soul. And he controls the Maya, and Maya controls us. Isvaraga Sarvabhutanam Hridesh Arjuna Tishtati. Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Rudani Maya. So Brahmin, causing us to travel here and there, as if seated on a machine. So like we sit in a car and drive, take our body from one place to another place. So like that, this soul is seated in this body, and we are taking the body by the Maya. The Maya is driving. The Maya is driving our body. Like we think that we are doing it, but Maya is doing everything. We are not doing anything. We are not the doer at all. We can't do anything. Only Maya is doing everything. That's what we need to understand. We can only desire. We can only wish. We can only desire to do something, but we can't do anything. That's why whatever we are desiring is not happening. Only if we desire anything for Krishna, then it will surely happen. It will definitely happen for sure. But materially speaking, whatever we want, our wishes will not be fulfilled. Our desires will not be fulfilled. We will meet with only failure. And it's only frustration only will be the end result. The end result is only frustration. So that's what will happen in this material world. In each and every endeavor, we think that we are achieving success. When we get something what we want, we think that we are successful. But that is not success. The real success is that if we are not disturbed by the results, then we are successful. It is not that what we want, when we get it, we can say that we are successful. That is not the right thing to say. That's not correct. If we are not disturbed by the results, then we can say that we are very successful. whatever the result may be. Then we are very, very successful. So that is what is called Siddhi, perfection. So we need to develop that mindset, that how to define success. That's what is very important. So in this world, we are wrongly defining success. We think that by doing something, by studying something, or by getting some job, or by getting this money, this much money, that much money, this, that, and all, we think that we are successful. Otherwise, it's a failure. That's what we think. But in Krishna's point of view, if we are not disturbed by anything, whatever is happening in this world, that's what Suti Viprati Pannate, then we are successful. Yadate moha kalilam buddhir vyatittarishadi tada gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya. So we should go indifferent between what we heard and what we are going to hear. Then we are successful. If whatever we hear, it should not bother us, it should not disturb us, then we are very successful. But how can we achieve that status? That should be the goal of our life. The goal of our life is to not worry about anything, not think about anything other than Krishna. Our mind should focus only on Krishna all the time. 24/7, we should be thinking, remembering only Krishna only. If we are able to achieve that situation, then we are very, very successful in our life. How we are going to achieve that status? So that is what is known as Brahmi Sthiti. So that situation is known as Brahman platform, self-realized status. That is self-realized status. So we should achieve that status in our life. Yatro uparamate chittam niruddham yoga seve. So we should be able to stop our thoughts which are going on the material sense objects. So that's what niruddham yoga sevaya. So that is by rendering devotional service unto Krishna. That's what yatro uparamate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. And once we are able to do that, by stopping our thought process, our thoughts which are going on these sense objects, if we are able to stop that and focus on Krishna, then yatra chaivatmanatmanam pashyan atmani tushyati. Once we are not thinking about anything in this material world, once we don't remember about anything in this material world, so then if we are happy within ourselves, so that's what pasyat atmani tushyati. Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevya yatra chaivatmanatmanam pasyan atmani tushyati. So that is what is called real happiness. Sukham matyam tikam yattat buddhigrahim athindriyam vetti yatra na chaivayam sitaga chalati tattvada. That is the ultimate happiness. The ultimate happiness comes only when our thoughts, when our thinking process, everything is directed only on Krishna, not on anything else in this material world. So then we can say that we are very successful and we are very happy and we don't have to worry about anything else. So that is the definition for success. Vetti yatra na chaivayam sitaga chalati tattvada. Yam labdvacha param labam manyate na athikam tataka yasmin sthito na dukkena kurunapi vichalyate. So once we achieve that status, then we should not be thinking about anything else. We should not think that anything else is higher than this. Yam labdvacha param labam manyate na adhikam tataka. There is no param labam. There is no higher things. Param labam manyate na adhikam tataka. Yasmin sito na dukkhena kurunapi vichalyate. Tam vidya dukkha samyoga vyogam yoga samjitam. So tam vidya dukkha samyoga vyogam. So then we should be able to mitigate all the miseries in this material miseries basically, in this material. Tam vidya dukkha samyoga vyogam yoga sam. So that is the way to come out of this miserable material world. That is the way to mitigate, that is the way to stop all our sufferings in this material world. How? Not thinking about anything in this material world, only thinking about Krishna. So that means the very first line Krishna is saying that stop all the thoughts which are all the material thoughts, completely stopping it. So that is the starting point. Then we will be very, very happy. That is going to happen definitely by Krishna's causeless mercy. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be definitely able to achieve that status. Every day, when we study Bhagavad Gita, like we are making progress, we are understanding each and every sloka very well. And we are understanding that we are controlled by Maya. And we also are understanding that we can free ourselves from Maya by simply rendering devotional service unto Krishna with love and devotion. So all such things we are understanding very well now. So this Bhagavad Gita is the solution for all our problems, as I have mentioned many, many times in the past. If you know Bhagavad Gita, we can solve all our problems. If you understand Bhagavad Gita fully, then there are no more problems. That's why there are no more questions. If you understand Bhagavad Gita completely, we will not have any more questions, because everything will become very clear to us. Because Krishna is teaching us everything. Krishna is teaching us what to do, what not to do, what to give up. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janaga naviduku asurat. Only the demoniac persons, they don't know what to do and what not to do. Whereas the devotees know. The devotees know that do everything only for Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Prepare prasadam and offer prasadam unto Krishna. And spread this message of Bhagavad Gita and attend this Bhagavad Gita class. And all the time remember Krishna's talk. If we meet someone, if we talk something, only talk about Krishna. Don't talk about anything else. Only about Krishna only. All other thoughts, all other things, they are all simply useless. They have no use at all in our life. Only Krishna's service, Krishna's memory, only thinking about Krishna, that's what is going to be very, very useful for us. So we have to design our life this way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So our day-to-day activities should be based on the principles of Bhagavad Gita, not based on how the modern society they behave. So no other external factors should influence our life. In this material world now, there are many things being imposed on us. We are not free already. Each and every individual is controlled by the three modes of material nature, we already know. But the society has got even much more bigger influence on us in our way of life. So we should not become a victim of that. We should, that's why Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita that Aratyaki Jana Samsati, Vivikta Desa Sevitvam. So Vivikta Sevi, so Lagvasi, so Vivikta Sevi. So means one should aspire to live in a solitary place. One should not mix with the general mass of people. That's what is very important. We should not be focusing on the material things, what is happening in this material world. So whatever we do, it should be centered only towards Krishna. So we should read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. There's so much is there. There is so much. Krishna's pastimes are so wonderful, and Krishna has enacted so many pastimes, and it gives us so much happiness also. So we should be fully spending our time only for Krishna. So many times the question comes that, then what to do about our daily life, what to do about our job, what to do about our, maybe if you are a student, what to do. We have to study. Or if you are working, if you have a family, if you have a children, or if you have some dependents, then what to do? All such questions will come. That's okay. We have to do all such things only for Krishna. That's a very important point we need to understand. We are not doing it for the family members, or we are not doing it for anyone else, anything. So if you are a student, if you are studying, if anyone is a student studying, we should study for Krishna. And if anyone is going to job and working, they should work for Krishna. That's the way our mindset should be. Our thinking should. We should not be thinking that, oh, this is I'm doing it for myself and I will do something else later for Krishna separately. No, nothing. That doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So one cannot postpone Krishna's service. It has to be started immediately. So whatever we do, we need not give up. Whatever we do, we need not stop. But we should make sure that we should not get ourselves entangled in our whatever we are doing every day. That is very important. So we should plan our life in such a way that the life should be very simple, very easy, not very difficult. We should not complicate things very much in this material world. If it gets more and more complicated, then if it gets more and more entangled in this material world, so then it's very difficult for us to find time to serve Krishna. That is the problem. We need to understand that we should be able to find time to serve Krishna. We cannot say that I don't have time. So that is the way our nature of work or whatever we do, we should actually design that way only. So that means our intention is, our desire is only to please Krishna. And that way our needs should be minimized. That's what is very important. We should not unnecessarily increase our needs. That's what is happening in this material world. When you go to work, when we buy this, when we buy that, and when we want this, when we want that, and all such things, they are increasing our needs more and more every day. Then we won't find any time to sit and relax and remember Krishna. The real way to relax ourselves is remembering Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and discussing about Krishna. Only that only will bring us happiness. That way only we can relax. The real way to relax ourselves is to remember Krishna. Relax and remember Krishna. So remember Krishna and relax. That's the very important. So remember Krishna and release the stress. That is the main thing. So we are stressing ourselves in this material world. There are so many stressors. When we get attached to material sense objects, the stressors are increasing. Everything is becoming an issue. Everything will become a stress. So then lot of problems, even health problems, lot of other problems, mental problems, anxieties, all such things, depression, all such things are going to make our life very, very hellish and troublesome in this material world. So that way, if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should focus only on Krishna. We should plan to serve Krishna very well, identify devotees, make more devotees, spread Krishna's message, and study this Bhagavad Gita and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that way, we need to make our life very, very simple. Then Krishna is going to help us also. Then we will be able to make use of this life itself to please Krishna a lot. This life itself, we can serve Krishna a lot. That's what is very important. We have to serve Krishna as much as possible in this life itself. We should not lose this opportunity. This is a very, very rare opportunity and great opportunity to serve Krishna, to get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the way we are studying Bhagavad Gita, each and every sloka we are understanding every day. And this is very, very rare opportunity, really very rare. And Krishna's causeless mercy, we are understanding the entire Bhagavad Gita. We have nicely, now we are studying the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. We are understanding Arjuna's question very well. And Krishna is answering Arjuna also very, very clearly. So what the question Arjuna asked Krishna that you are asking me to use intelligence. At the same time, you are asking me to fight in this ghastly warfare. So now I am very confused. So what to do? If I use intelligence, that means then I should not be fighting here. If I use my intelligence. But you are asking me to fight here. So now, because of your equivocal instructions, I am very confused. So that's what Arjuna is telling Krishna, that Buddhi mohayasi vame. My intelligence is bewildered. My buddhi, my intelligence is bewildered because of your equivocal instructions. Vyamishreneva vakyena buddhi mohayasi vame tadekam vada nishchitte yena sreyo aham apnyat. So tell me for certain only one thing by which I can be benefited. So that's what we studied. And then we studied up to 4 slokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The sloka number 3, Krishna started answering that Shri Bhagavan Vacha Lokeshmin vividanishta pura prokta mayanaga jnana yogena shankyanam karma yogena yoginam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Lokesmin vividanista pura prokta mayanaga. O sinless one, in this world there are two kinds of faith which I have already explained in detail. One is Jnana Yoga and Sankhyanam. So that is Sankhya Yoga. That is a theoretical study. That is Jnana Yoga. And another one is Karma Yoga and Yoginam. So that is performing, acting with intelligence. So that's what is called Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, all such things I already taught. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained it. There are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching what we studied yesterday. Na karmana manaramban naishkarmyam purushošnute na cha sannyasanadyeva siddhim samadhigacchati. So what Krishna is teaching here, that na karmanam anaramban. So not by performing the activities, naiskarmyam purushošnute. So one can get freedom from reaction. That means karmanam anaramban na naiskarmyam purushošnute. So by not performing the activities, one cannot get freedom from the reaction. That's what Krishna is teaching. Karmanam anaramban na naiskarmyam purushošnute. Similarly, nacha sannyasana-deva siddhim samadhigacchati. Simply by renunciation alone, one cannot attain perfection. So that means simply by renouncing our activities, we cannot achieve perfection. We have to act. That point is very clear. Krishna is teaching us very clearly that one should act. So that's what he is teaching in the next sloka very clearly. Krishna is teaching that. Actually, in this sloka, what Krishna is saying that not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching, sloka number 5 in the 3rd chapter. Nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtati akarma krit karyate hi avashyaka karma sarvaka prakriti jai gunaihi. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi, not even a single moment, kshanamapi, jatu tistati akarma krit. One can refrain from doing anything. Akarma krit. So we cannot be idle even for a single moment. So that's why nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tistati akarma krit. They say that idle mind is the devil's workshop. So we cannot sit idle at all. Our mind is not going to sit idle at all. It's going to go here and there. So Maya is not going to let us sit simply not doing anything. We are going to do, always we are forced to act. So that's why Krishna is teaching that karyategi avasyaga karma sarvaka prakriti jaya gunaihi. So everyone is forced to act helplessly by the 3 modes of material nature, which is born from Prakriti. Prakriti Jai Kuni. That's what. So the 3 modes of material nature, Prakriti is not going to let us sit idle. It is not possible. So renunciation is not an option. We need to understand that very, very clearly. Arjuna is also teaching again, asking again and again in the 5th chapter, 1st sloka, Sanyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha samsasi. Again he asked. Then even in the 18th chapter, 1st sloka also, Sanyasasya mahabhago tattvamichami veditum tyagasya charishi kesho pratakeshini sudanam. So this sannyasa, many times Arjuna is asking, but Krishna is very clear here. Krishna is saying very clearly that nacha sannyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. That's what in the previous sloka we studied. So that way we have to act. We have no other choice. We have no other option. So everyone is forced to act. Karyatehe avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jaikuni. Everyone is forced to act helplessly by the qualities, according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. That's what Krishna is teaching. So we are all forced to act. So in order to ourselves come out from that force, we need to simply get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto Krishna, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and render devotional service unto Krishna. So then we can free ourselves from this, from the clutches of Maya. Then Maya is not going to force us to act. Once we surrender unto Krishna, Mamyeva ye prabatyante mayam yetam taranthite. So if we surrender unto Krishna, then Maya is not going to force us to act. So that way, only option for us is to surrender unto Krishna. That's why Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. We have to throw away everything and simply surrender unto Krishna. So let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swamini Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask their questions to Guruji. Okay, Chandrakanta Madhur Mataji says like there is some technical problem in broadcasting the recorded messages like Brahma Samhita and Prabhupada Bhajan. Yeah, Guruji.
Yeah, I need to fix it, Prabhu. My new laptop, for some reason, it is not taking. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yes, Prabhu. I know that.
Okay, yeah. So Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu and Hina Mataji says Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
And Ram Prabhu comments that like this technical thing, this is a test by Lord Krishna for all of us to memorize the verses of Bhagavad Gita and then decide when to see the
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guru. Yeah, there are no questions. Thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare.
Ila Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sheena Mataji, Hare Krishna. We just got disconnected. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna, I'm okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. No questions, please.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
I missed a few lectures. Really, today wonderful lecture. In the beginning, you have said that we are like yantra, machine tools, and driven by Maya. Beautifully explained. We have to focus on Lord Krishna and only Lord Krishna. That is the only solutions for our all miseries and all cost. Wonderful class, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for your class. And again, I am happy to join your class after break. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shashi Kopat Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji, for today's wonderful class. And the learning that we are getting is helping us very much to progress on Krishna conscious path every single day, Guruji. I'm listening to the recordings as well, and it's like giving more and more insights on whatever we are listening in the first chance. So I go back and listen once again, and it's giving deeper insights. So that is really helping.
Yes, Mataji.
And today is Ekadashi, so Krishna conscious Ekadashi today.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yesterday, my whole WhatsApp was upset, and all my messages had been deleted off, Guruji.
Oh.
So it was a big problem in the whole day. And today morning only, I was able to reconnect, and all my recordings and everything is gone. So I will have to recapture everything now. So I don't know, there was a big problem with the phone.
You already have some stored somewhere, Mataji? You have stored it? Some backup or something?
I'm not very, you know.
Yeah, even I don't find time to do that. That's a different thing. Yes.
Yes, but I'll let you know, Guruji. But today's class was very nice, and that feeling that what you gave, that whatever you do for Krishna. So sometimes, you know, it should not be lip service. Oh, I'm doing it for Krishna. It should come from the heart and feeling of Krishna. So Guruji, that aspect of being very sincere about Krishna and loving him and doing everything for him is like developing, you know, a new learning. So thank you for guiding us. But Guruji, how does one really bring about this, besides this lip service of saying I'm doing it for Krishna, I'm doing it for Krishna?
It will happen, Mataji, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. It will happen because we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding Bhagavad Gita. So that is definitely we are going to act on this knowledge. There is no doubt about it. It will happen. Krishna's mercy. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. So I really want that transformation to happen. It's besides knowledge, the deep transformation, that whatever I'm doing for Krishna. So even if I say I'm doing it for Krishna, but deep down I must really have that transformation in me to feel that yes, this is for Krishna. Yes, Guruji. I think that what you're saying will happen.
Yes, Mataji, it will happen. Krishna's mercy, it will happen. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you
Krishna.
for the class. And thank you for keeping us always in Krishna consciousness. Like you said, every action of ours should be dedicated to Krishna. It's not like there's something separate. That's a very important thing that you've told today, Guruji. Not to separate out actions for Krishna and not for Krishna, kind of distinctions.
Yes,
so
everything is for Krishna only. Whatever we do, it is for Krishna only. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. That once we bring that aspect, I think a lot of our
yes, our activities will be different. We will be doing
that mind
before even
which Brinda Jaising Mataji just told. That will automatically happen. I think.
Automatically change. Yes, anything we want to, anything we do, first thing we'll ask that whether I'm doing it for Krishna or not. That's the main question.
But the pull of Maya is quite strong only, because even when we are thinking, when I'm telling the Hare Krishna chant also, my mind is going, I have to go to the tailor, I have to go to this, so many other things, my list of things.
Practice. When you practice,
every time I try to pull it back and, see a picture of Krishna or his feet and try to, keep it focused again. So mind does keep wandering. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you for being with us. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji. So today we have learned that not even for a moment we can remain without doing any work.
Yes, we are free.
So Prabhuji, my question is, so all this work is done by the karmendriyas, and we have 5 karmendriyas. So are all the 5 karmendriyas always doing some work, or it is one of those, or at a given point of time some of them are working?
See, the work we are not only doing only by our karmendriyas. So, sarira van manubir yat karma prarabate naraha nyayam va viparidam va panchayetasya hetam. So, we are doing work with our sarira, body, so that you are talking about those 5 karmendriyas. But also, sarira van manobi. So, one is the speech. So, you are also doing the work by speech also. So, that is also work. So by talking, by speaking, and then by telling others to do work, all such things. And that time, simply by sitting, simply by saying, do this, do that, and all, others will do it, correct? So that way, that is also work. And mind, thinking, simply thinking mind itself, there is also a karma. So sarira van manobi. So even you will do karma with the mind itself. So by thinking, I want this, I want that, our mind goes wherever. So mentally, you are doing the work mentally. So physically with sarira, and also physically with our speech, and also mentally with our mind. So everything is part of work. Yes, bro. That's why our mind will not sit idle at all. Our mind is always going here and there. So it has to go only on Krishna, then we are free. Otherwise, we will be always forced to commit sins. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. So wonderfully explained that it is not just the 5 karmendriya, so that is just the sharir, vang and mano. So speech and mind is also part of the are used to do work.
Yes.
So my question, Guruji, is so you mentioned that mind never stays free. It keeps thinking something. So what about speech? Probably we don't keep speaking always, right? So
yes.
Sometimes we also. So how about other karmendriyas? Are they always working, or they are also?
No. If we work, if we are working, it works. Especially if we are sleeping, our karmendriyas is not working at all. In fact, even biologically speaking, also our brain disconnects our rest of the body from everything, so that entire motor nervous system is completely disconnected. There is something called GABA things, so which is going to inactivate our entire. That's why we are like a dead person when we sleep. Correct. Our hands, legs, everything, it won't move at all when we sleep, when we are in the deep sleep, especially. So that way, at that time with our sarira, you are not at all doing any work.
How about
but
mind?
We can say that this control of our both basically urine and this thing, anus and genital, correct? So that control is there at that time also. It's always under control. So that time we are working. It's controlled. Yes, ma'am.
How about mind, Prabhuji? Is that always working in the sense when we are sleeping, kind of thing?
When we are sleeping, especially in the REM sleep, we go to dreams and all. At that time also, its mind is only very active, correct? Our brain is very active. All the processes happening in our brain during the dream is exactly like how it's happening during the day also. So that way, our brain is very, very active at that time at that point of time. Yes, our mind is very active.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna to all devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram.
Thank you, Guruji. I think we enjoyed each moment. And especially, I think little correction. In India, it is Dwadasi. Yesterday, Ekadasi Upavas we did. I don't know. She said it is Ekadasi today. Maybe in
Maybe
America it is Ekadasi.
ISKCON Vaishnava calendar also we need to see. I don't know. That may be different. But here in US it's only today. But yes, Prabhu, we need to see the Vaishnava calendar.
So it is a special Dwadasi day, especially for Govinda. There are many psychological or scientific connectivity is there on today's date. And we are blessed to listen, the preaching from you of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. So I think we are really proud and we enjoyed every moment. Especially I enjoyed every moment.
Yes.
So Guruji, you told Maya there is no question. So I not have much question on the slokas or whatever it is or doubts. But my question, one small question is, say when a person does a job, say for example, I am walking 100 round or 1000 round in the park or somewhere. So most of the time, the mind is not blabbering here and there. So it shows how to enhance your endurance, and maybe the thought process it's streamlined to some directions. Either Mahamantra Japa I am doing or not doing, mind is getting focused during that time. So my question is, a person doing a particular thing on a continuous basis with a devotion to Krishna, is it good enough, or you need all kind of a knowledge, worldly knowledge?
Worldly knowledge means if you are going to use it in Krishna's service, then it is okay. That is the reason only we need to have it. Otherwise, as you said, if you are doing it for Krishna, anything, then that is very much fine. So the knowledge, we definitely need the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita for sure. So that is very, very important. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only, we'll develop that love on Krishna, correct? So that way, if you know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, if you are able to dedicate everything for Krishna, so then everything is fine. Yes, bro.
Yeah. So one of my friend, he likes walking. He does a little bit of a marathon. And he used to tell me, I felt he is right in his own sense. Somebody does puja, somebody is singing, they get the bhakti, and they samarpan everything to Krishna. So each and everybody has something to do.
But Bhagavad Gita knowledge is the basis, Prabhu. If you have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then whatever you do, it makes sense. If you don't have Bhagavad Gita knowledge, it's better to get the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We cannot claim ourselves what we are doing is right. We need to everything karya vivastito. Tasmat sastram pramanante karya vivastito. So we need to depend on this sastra. We need to have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That is very, very important.
Thank you, Guruji. And this Mahamantra, I don't know, I want to understand. See, when Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
This Rama and Krishna, they belongs to a different yuga. When we going through Bhagavad Gita, it is only Krishna. Krishna is the supreme hero, and he is everything. All other people are nothing there. So in Mahamantra, where Rama Rama come into picture? What is the essence of that? Why it has come?
Rama is Lord Rama, because Krishna is also Rama only. So Krishna only came as Rama. Rama ga sastra brata agam. That's what in Bhagavad Gita Krishna is saying, that I am the Rama, the wielder of weapons. So that way, Rama, Krishna, Rama. So that's why we are when we say Rama, it refers to Krishna only.
No, the little confusion arises. We are small fry. When we look at Ramakrishna as a Purushottaman, he lived, and the Ramayanam speaks something. Bhagavad Gita speaks something else. And different yuga, I know, Treta Yuga, whatever it is.
Yes.
So what is the connectivity I wanted to know in a better way?
As far as that yuga is different, when Rama came is different. Rama came in Treta Yuga, and Krishna came in Dwapara Yuga. So that way, they are different yugas only, but Krishna only came as Rama. That's what we need to understand.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Chandrakala Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, namaste, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Guruji, namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Mataji. Namaste, Hare Krishna.
Good morning. Namaste, Hare Krishna. Good morning to all other participants. Very nice. Today
Yes,
I'm
Mataji.
in a separate place and listen your word. Each and every word I listen, Guruji. Really, it's very nice. We are very blessed, Guruji.
Yes.
Very blessed. Actually, we have done some good things. That's only we are listening. We are able to listen your class. Very, very nice, Guruji. Thank you very much. Your class, Guruji. You are spending time to us. Really, if we listen your class means that during that 45 times today, I'm having.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Your voice is now breaking. Yes,
Saturday only we are having leave, Guruji. So I simply
sit in a place, I listen.
Yes, Mataji. I think you got muted.
Your words, I think about Krishna only. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. We are all very fortunate to study Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Mataji.
much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Ram Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, I'm quite happy, Guruji. Chandrakala Mataji is able to get benefit out of it. You did mention her sister's numbers also. You added like Guruji Surya from Australia, Guruji. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Happy, Guruji. Because Chandrakala Mataji also, she was looking through because she's a devotee of Lakshmi Narasimhan and Singaperumal temple in Tirangam. She is a regular devotee over there, Raghavendra devotee over there. Then somehow we exchange information, then she is able to get benefit out of Guruji. This is a classic example for the earlier question asked by Mani Prabhu also. The transformation happens, Guruji, because what I had the same confusion. Why there is Krishna and Rama, and which one order of precedence? Generally in other Muralidhara Swamigal Prabhu and all, we start Rama first, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. But here Srila Prabhupada Guruji says Krishna first. Which one should go first and all? One thing very clearly, Guruji, there is a transcendental vibration that they emphasize, our Srila Prabhupada. So there is no research needs to be done at all. We have to simply follow this. Just do this chanting and wonders are happening, Guruji. This is happening in my life. And it happened also. I think exactly 10 years ago when my father had a Parkinson, everyone said, bring there, all these things happened, Guruji. With that Maha Mantra only, I managed to completely Lord Krishna. I was playing this 3 times, Guruji, at his bed. Everyone thought I'm a crazy guy. Even my brother scolded me, Guruji. He magically recovered. This Maha Mantra, this transcendental vibration as a magic, Guruji. So there is no need to explore which yuga they were and all. Okay, whatever, that's what Srila Prabhupada also says. Anything comes from this discipling success, and you're saying, right, Guruji, the paramparya. So that we have to just follow, Guruji. That's it. No need to research, no need to find what's happening and all. We have to just blindly follow. That's good enough, Guruji. And very easy thing to do, chanting Maha Mantra, and we are all blessed to chant with you. About 32 people were there. So that gives a count of 64, Guruji. We have almost completed. So this is a sadhu sangha. It happens, Guruji. When we all chant together, it multiplies. So we can even meet what Srila Prabhupada's initial requirement, 64 rounds supposed to be completed, Guruji. And that's also happening through you, Guruji. Guruji, all because of you, Guruji. Thank you very much. And Ravin Prabhu's QA, question and answer session, also very excellent, Guruji. Excellent. You gave us in a scientific way how Karmendriya, all these things are working, Guruji. Thank you very much. Interesting notice, as usual, me and Chandrakanta Mataji, we are like identical twins. We think alike. That's been happening. That's again Krishna. Because I was thinking, even I thought of sending a note to you, Prabhuji, no need to play this. You can save some 10 minutes.
I think I am using some new laptop and I am playing using different players every day. Still, it is saving some problem. I don't know. Maybe so.
No,
when I am talking.
You're right, Guruji. I wanted to send this stupid message to you. Let us save 10 minutes in that. Then this morning I realized, oh, that's a test by Krishna. That means in school.
Even I sent this to my phone. I thought I can play using my phone, but that was some 60 MB, so it was not playing using my phone.
Looks like audio jack problem, Guruji. Your speaker and laptop should be connected using some interface issue, Guruji. Looks like.
Yeah, now I think from tomorrow I'll be able to play, I think.
No problem, Guruji. Anyway, this makes us to study, Guruji. We have to go on. So since we couldn't listen well, then
now you are able to hear, correct?
Very good, Guruji. Yeah.
Okay, I will play from my phone. Yes, bro.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Anyway, there's a test by Lord Krishna, so I have to, because you conducted an exclusive class of this Brahma Samhita. After the session was after we completed the 18 chapters, I remember, Guruji, you conduct that also should be in YouTube. We should go and listen and memorize ourselves, Guruji. That's another thing. Let us say if I don't hear the audio, I have to recite myself, Guruji. That's a test from Lord Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. All is well. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Palyapan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Today's class is more or less many things which you already taught is again repeated in a different way. That way I will say that we are a machine controlled by Maya. You have started with that. And you have explained about Siddhi as well as Brahman platform and so many important things which you already taught in a different way. Today we could hear in a different way. That way in life how we are going to face these things and how that way we are very happy to know the different things which you explained today. And how we are successful, why we are not, Maya is how it is taking our successful away from us, and what is the way we have to be successful by remembering Krishna. And that another thing is like another sloga today, what I felt is remember Krishna and relax. Very simple to say, remember Krishna and relax. That is a thing you told. That is a very important thing which many may not understand at all. That way, it's a very, very good teaching by you to all of us. And also we have, no one can refrain from your action, depends upon your nature. That's again another important thing. Like that, many things we have summarized today and explained to us, and that way we are all very happy and we are all benefited by that, I would say. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class. The class was really good today. I mean, I learned a lot from Raman Prabhu and Ram Prabhu and Palniapan Prabhu. They put in that information, adding to more. So one thing, at least on the Zoom, you could check, there might be some setting which you have to check mark the box for playing audio through the laptop. Maybe that is, yeah, and also upgrade the Zoom application, you know, maybe, yeah, something wrong with that particular version. So you can try those two things, Guruji, because something went wrong and now they might have fixed it.
Yes, because I'm using a different laptop than what I use all this time. So something Maybe I think it may not be the Zoom setting. It may be the laptop setting, or I don't know. Yes, Prabhu.
Try the Zoom app update also.
Zoom app
Maybe
also,
they
yes.
update. Maybe they fixed it. They had a problem and then they fixed it.
Yeah, maybe
So,
some issue. Yes, Prabhu. I need to.
Yeah.
I will check, Prabhu. I will check it. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes,
So thank you for the wonderful class and keeping us in Krishna consciousness, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Venkatana Arjun, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Hare
Guruji for today class. Excellent session. Without class we can't do anything, Guruji. Starting your class. Yeah, daily medicine, Guruji. Daily taken medicine.
Medicine, yes,
Daily
Prabhu.
taken medicine, Guruji. If any work we have also means first we attend this class. After that only have to go to that another work, Guruji. It is a daily basis. Thank you, Guruji. In my life, you are the best position in. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Shivas, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Sunil Shivas, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Jai Guruji. Dandavad Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I think you got muted. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji. We are so blessed as today's Ekadashi and we are listening Bhagavad Gita. We are so blessed, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
There is no confusion, Guruji. Whatever there in the since last month there is a confusion, Guruji, in Ekadashi day. So we will follow desired tree calendar, Guruji. As per
You have
that,
Vaishnava, do you have Vaishnava calendar with you, Mataji?
there
It should
is
be
a
online.
Vaishnava calendar also there is a confusion, Guruji. All Vaishnavas yesterday only they followed. So
ISKCON has published Vaishnava calendars.
okay, then the desired tree calendar is there.
Yeah, you need to look at that one only. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that calendar, because yesterday only many of the Sri Vaishnavas followed Ekadashi, Guruji. Like that's last month and this month there is a confusion. So I followed, I asked ISKCON people, then I followed the ISKCON people only, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Guruji, today's class, wonderful class, Guruji. Wonderful explanation. And one devotee is asking to you one question. Say, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, why we are Mahamantra is saying. But I'm not understanding why we are Mahamantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Why? Only Hare Krishna is not well, Guruji. Why?
No, Rama is also Krishna only. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended based on the Shastra. So that way we are chanting Krishna and Rama means both only. Like Rama is nothing but Krishna only. Krishna himself says that Ramaga Sastra Bratagam. I am the Rama, the wielder of weapons. So that way it's fine, Prabhu. It's, we chant Hare Krishna. Whatever is coming through disciplic succession, we just take it and do it. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the explanation, Guruji. And thank you for the class. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. we will listen to Prabhupada's Kirtan. You may not be able to, I think, hear, but I will just play it from tomorrow. I will fix my system. Hare Krishna.